So tomorrow India will wake up to the day one of first test of Border Gavaskar Trophy 2024. But that's not what I want to talk about in this video. I've made a video about the insane captaincy record of Ajinkya Rahane in Border Gavaskar Trophy, and you can find it in the I button. I want to talk to you about something else here. Let's go back in time, not much, just a year and a half. It's 2023 June, and India has just lost the World Test Championship final 2023. And there was a wave and a speculation that Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli might be dropped from the test side. But the management decided to continue with the duo, and they have played. And this demand has resurfaced, the wave has resurfaced again after India lost 3-0 against New Zealand at home. A whitewash with a pretty below average performance from the two most experienced players of the side. So the demand has resurfaced again, and of course, after such performances, fan wars starts, and trolls start doing their work. But that's not what is important. What is important here is to look at the practicality of dropping both Rohit and Kohli at this point for the Border Gavaskar Trophy. The demand from the fans was that they needs to be dropped immediately. But can they be dropped? Can they be dropped before this Border Gavaskar Trophy or for this Border Gavaskar Trophy? That practically it's no. Because if we look at the replacements, let's say anyone, let's take anyone. I don't want to name, but for example, let's say Abhimanyu Ashwaran comes into the side in place of Rohit Sharma. He scores brilliantly. He plays a brilliant series. India wins all the games. Let's taking all the positives. India wins the games and goes into the final. Now India will play the World Test Championship final in England. So Abhimanyu Ashwaran or whoever it is for say let's say Ruturaj Gaikwad, they plays brilliantly and India qualifies. So we have got now players who have performed in Australia, but now India will play the final in England, and they are not experienced to play in England. They will be probably playing for the first time in England, and they will be playing the final. So the management won't be confident of going into the World Test Championship final with a pretty inexperienced player. Or for that example, if we replace both of them for go into the World Test Championship final with two very inexperienced in the top four, so there the practicality of them being dropped at this point immediately is not possible. But this step could have been taken after the World Test Championship final 2023, not dropping, but preparing suitable alternatives. Like if there was a four-match series, you could have made Kohli and Rohit play in two, and the other two play in other two, or play in a combination that Rohit plays in two games, Kohli plays in two games. So by that you also prepare the players to come in and replace them. By 2025 World Test Championship final, we would have suitable replacement players who are also experienced, and then the team management could have gone on to choose the players who are in form, because they would have had a little bit of experience in those 2 years. Now, someone who comes in just for one series and then going into playing the World Test Championship final, it'll be little hard. So this transition phases uh, could have been handled a little better, and there is time to do the rightful things. Looking at the World Cup 2027, so the same things can come out again in World Cup 2027. So from here on, players need to be given suitable game time. They so that we have a pool of players who are experienced with game time in international cricket, and not just pool of players. We have huge pool of player in Indian cricket at this moment, but how many of them are internationally experienced to go into a ICC trophy? And this Champions Trophy, if there is a solution that the Champions Trophy is moved out from Pakistan and India participates in it, then this can be a very good dress rehearsal for the World Cup 2027. And no, one thing I want to add here is that I'm not saying that betting in Australia is easy, but it's easier when we compare to betting in England. So if even if a player comes in and performs in Australia, there will still be question marks on whether he is the one with no experience of playing in England and just 5 match uh, international experience. Will he perform, or is he the right man to go with in World Test Championship final? So practically speaking, it's not as much a good step to drop Rohit and Kohli. Of course, Rohit won't be available for the first test, and it doesn't matter if anyone who comes in place of Rohit for the first test performs. I guess he will be dropped. He will be dropped, and India will revert back to Jaiswal and Rohit for the rest of the series. For even if we qualify, even if we qualify for the final, I guess this will be the opening pair. So the team will like to continue on this, and it's fan emotions comes out, trolls comes out, demands they be dropped, but practicality of them being dropped is not very viable because we have not prepared alternatives. We have not prepared experienced players who can actually come in and shoulder the responsibility. For finals, experience does play a big role. Experience does play a big role. So, just being in form, you cannot probably go with a player for World Test Championship final. Thanks for watching.